Hey guys, what's up? Hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to the channel. And today we are doing Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike. And this is from a request from Steven.
Steven, dropping in another paid request. Thanks so much for that support, Steven. We appreciate that. He enjoyed the Led Zeppelin song that we did on the last one, the live performance.
That was cool.
And so he came back and wanted us to check out Temple of the Dog, like Sam was saying. Mm-hmm. And we were finding out from Steven and the little bit of research that we do in advance that this has got two legends on the same track.
Yeah, it has the lead singer from Pearl Jam.
Yep. We got Eddie.
Yes.
And we got the lead singer from
Soundgarden
and Chris Cornell as well. So we haven't got introduced to both of them a ton. We've done a little bit of them on the channel. Eddie's vocal really sticks out as something that's unique.
Yeah.
And the same can be said for Chris Cornell, but different. They're very, very different.
Yeah, I really liked the Pearl Jam Unplugged session that we did.
Yeah. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they come together on this one.
Yeah.
And I think this was just before Eddie actually became a member of Pearl Jam. I think he was auditioning with Pearl Jam and was in the studio with Temple of the Dog at the same time and contributed to this song in some way. So anyways, let's find out about Temple of the Dog, Hunger Strike. Remember to subscribe, guys. 85% of our viewers are not subscribed, so we need you as a part of our channel. You ready, Sam?
I am. Let's do it.
Let's go.
From the mouths of decadence, but I can't feed all the powerless when my cup's already overfilled. Yeah, but it's on the table, the fire's cooking. The farming babies with slaves are working. The blood is on the table and the mouths are choking. But I'm going hungry. I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of decadence. My cup's already overfilled, but it's on the table, the fire's cooking, and the farming babies and the slaves are all working, and it's on the table, the mouths are
pauses here. We'll run it back a little bit. Looks like we got a solo coming, and sounds like they're discussing some social injustice. And you were going to say something?
I was going to say it sounds like they're kind of talking about like the power struggle and the inequalities between the rich and the poor to me.
Yeah, and interesting. The sound it's classified when we were looking into it as grunge, that alternative rock, which I would definitely say it has the alternative rock sound, but much different than the grunge that we've listened to thus far on the channel.
Yeah.
That acoustic intro, letting the vocals carry the track to start off with. And then we've got Eddie here just, adding his powerhouse vocal to emphasize some of the message in the song. It's interesting because, like I said, it sounds different, but it's very, very fitting, the vocal with the sound that they're putting together.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought it was cool how they had Chris Cornell come in first and sing the portion in the beginning, and then Eddie said the same thing, but just kind of reiterated almost like an echo in his own delivery, right?
Complemented well.
Yeah. So there hasn't been, I feel like, a ton of variety in the lyricism in this, but they're bringing the diversity through their two different vocals, which I think is cool.
Yeah, which kind of makes it sound like a different song, a different section in the song, right? So let's see where we're going to get out of the solo, and where it seems to be building a lot of energy throughout.
As it goes.
So I'm interested to see what we get out of the solo.
Oh, the mouths are choking, but I'm going hungry. 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 I'm going I don't mind stealing bread. I'm going hungry. I'm going hungry.
Chris really showing off his vocal in the latter half of the song there, and just, like you were saying earlier, playing off of the deeper, more somber tone that Eddie was giving you.
Yeah, and I feel like it was cool there in the back half because they almost layered their vocals, opposed to having it one then the other. It was like they were layered on top of each other, which was cool.
Yeah, and I thought the use of the electric guitars was really good in this one. It added enough energy to it, but it wasn't, getting away from the meaning of, like I said, this somber tone of the
Yeah,
song.
and I think the focus was really on the vocals.
Yeah, but there was nice little break sections in there, I thought, with the instrumentation, which, like I said, kept the energy at a level that it needed to keep for the alternative rock genre, we'll say. And I felt like it was much different than what we've heard from, like I said, anything in that grunge scene, but it was maybe setting the tone, foundations for some of the sounds that came later.
Yeah, like into the 90s.
Yeah, because this was, I think, 1990 that it came out.
Yeah, I think it was 1990, 1991.
Yeah, so it was early in
Yeah.
that stage. So we're kind of transitioning from the back end of the 80s in this point. So it would have been probably a fresh, dynamic sound.
This place started to have some of that influence that came later on.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I really liked it. And I thought that it was cool because, like you said, it has that kind of more grungy, like sorrow undertone, but it still really has a powerful message, which I like, obviously, with music, like when we have a powerful message behind the lyricism as well as a pleasant listening experience.
Yeah, they kept a strong groove through that listening experience too, right? In this one, I felt like it was pretty steady throughout. So thank you for that introduction to Temple of the Dog, Stephen.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. And it was really, really interesting to hear Chris on this one. I felt like I think I remember when we did Soundgarden's first one, which was Outshined, I remember saying, I feel like Chris seems to have a pretty strong vocal in
I
that.
remember
And I
that
was
too.
impressed with it.
It's also kind of cool because I would imagine that, though, obviously, if Eddie was auditioning for Pearl Jam, and I'm not sure how far into Chris Cornell's career this was, but this is probably the earlier days of both of their careers, right?
Yeah, well, what I was just going to say was we did Black Hole Sun, the most recent one from Soundgarden, and I felt like that didn't show off Chris's vocal as much.
Yeah,
in
I would
that
agree
song.
with that for sure.
So this was kind of refreshing me as to what he was capable of. So maybe there's some other recommendations you guys
Yeah.
can recommend for Chris Cornell and Soundgarden that show off that vocal prowess a
Yeah,
little
I'd
bit
like
more.
to see that too.
And we haven't done anything from Pearl Jam in a while, so maybe
Yeah,
you
it's been a
guys can
while.
suggest something for them as well. But this is cool to see them combining together. Obviously, it didn't last very long because we have Eddie going to Pearl Jam shortly after this. But it was cool to see Temple of the Dog,
Little
Hunger
collab.
Strike, different topic of a song too that you don't generally hear. So
Yeah. I also think it's cool how they had two like strong lead vocals in this. It's not often that you see that.
very
right?
true.
So,
Yeah, more of a duet.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys, that's it from us today. Make sure you hit that like button. Thanks so much, Steven, for all the support. But thank you, everybody, for all your support of subscriptions, comments, and likes. We wouldn't be where we are today with the channel if it wasn't for you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Hopefully you're having a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.